What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Tesla with the ticker symbol TSLA. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So the market is still open, but it's about to close in a few minutes. But either way, there's not much is going to change for today's price action, so we can go and analyze the chart for Tesla. So you can see that since Monday, price has been basically just trading sideways. So Monday's candlestick was right here. And then since then, we just seen 4 bars stacked side by side. So basically, it looks like price is just trading sideways for the most part in the short term. You can see the sideways trading range has formed. And I'll go ahead and change the color to green. So you can see the sideways trading range is green. Just like before, there was a previous sideways trading range. Before price broke lower, and now we're just going sideways again. So we're going sideways again right at this prior support. So a lot of times when we have a gap and price can't pull back to fill it, that level acts as support. So right now it was support in the past, it's turning to support again. So that's why we're having trouble, seeing Tesla continue to drop down lower. Is because this support is in the way. However, if I'm a bull, I don't want price to be sticking around at a level. I want price to get rejected from it like that. I don't want to see it hang around a level for a long time. I want to see it, I want to see a strong push off the level. But either way, Tesla is hanging around at the level, and it's still looking bearish to me. And it's still looking bearish to me because we're still in this downward trend line. So it's a channel I drew, but I'm going to erase it. I'm going to just put a trend line because price isn't really reaching the opposite side of the channel. So we're still in this downward trend line, and the measure move target is in play. We saw one strong push off the top side of the range or the channel, and we're looking for another leg down towards the opposite side of the range. So that was one leg down right here, and this is the second leg down, and it's targeting right around the mid 225 level. So that would be my target for Tesla in the short term. Looks like we're still on our way towards that target. We're not really seeing any bullish buying occur right now. We're still seeing the bears take control of the market. We are finding support at the 242 level. Practically for 4 days, we haven't seen price below it, so that's a semi-bullish sign. But we still have the downtrend, working lower. We have the measure move target lower, and we have the macro structure at the bottom side of the range. So I'm gonna go and erase this circle. We're probably gonna get here quicker. So the target would be somewhere right over here. The first target at the mid 220s, and then the 210 level. So Tesla is still looking bearish. I'm still looking for lower price targets. We can still fill in this gap right here that I circled back here in June. We can reach the measure move target. We're still below the EMA. We're still within the trend line. So everything is still bearish in the short term. Once we get over here, then that's a good sign for the bulls, because then that tells me that the bears are probably over. The aggressive sellers are probably going to be going out of the market, and the aggressive buyers will probably be stepping in. We have to wait and see. If price is still within the trend line, then that's not a good sign either. But if we see a break of it by the time it comes over here, then that's a very good sign for the bulls to drive up the price. So right over here, I'm bearish, but once we get over here, I'm going to be switching gears to being bullish. So short-term bearish, long-term bullish, obviously, because we're still in this massive uptrend channel, and we still have support that Tesla has to work through. So this 210 level is probably critical because it was prior support that it turned into resistance, and Tesla broke through it, but now it's coming back to test it for support once again. So let's see if the price can do that. So we close semi-bearish today. Still looks like we can see more downside. Maybe not. Maybe we just continue trading sideways. Either way, the micro downtrend is still in play. It hasn't been invalidated yet. So that's all I have for Tesla on the daily chart. If we see price continue to trend up higher, I would be bullish only if Tesla can get back above the 268 level, because that was a prior resistance. So it was determined as resistance right over here. So if Tesla does come to it, I'm going to be expecting resistance until proven otherwise. So something like that. Break above it and then hold it for support. So since we're still below it, below the EMA, measure move target has been reached, gap hasn't been filled, still within downtrend trend line, I can be expecting lower price targets for Tesla. And that's probably good for you. If you haven't entered already, you might get in a better position. If you have entered already, or if you already have entered already, then that means you're just going to be seeing some type of drawdown. But there's a good chance once we come to these lower price levels, that's when I'm expecting a bigger pump up for Tesla. Not right now. It doesn't look like it. It looks like these tech stocks still have more room to the downside. It's just taken a lot longer than expected because, we're just seeing the choppiness occur in the market. But still, some downside potential for Tesla. It doesn't matter what a specific day does. I want to see, big structure changes. So if we see a big green bar tomorrow, I mean, that's not going to change anything. What would change something is we see a break above the 268 level. If we're still below it, I'm looking for more downside. That's my opinion. I don't care what the delivery numbers are or anything like that. The price is dropping, and then the chart tells me where the price is most likely going to go next. That's all I have for Tesla on the daily chart. If you have not done so already, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Let's see if we can get the channel to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And also hit the like button down below too. It really helps the channel out, and I can put out more content if you guys like it. So here's the weekly chart, and basically it just gives a summarized viewpoint of the daily chart, and you can see that we were definitely overextended from the EMA. We're pulling back to it. The EMA is still trading right around the 230 level, so it's acting as a magnet. So I'm expecting price to continue to pull back lower towards the EMA and the opposite side of the channel. So the channel just helps me determine when we're overextended or when we're at a key level where we can get a bounce from. So since we were overextended and we hit the top side, price is going to slowly work its way towards the opposite side. It's not going to happen in one day. It's not going to happen in a few weeks. Sometimes it can happen in a few weeks, but most of the time, several weeks to maybe even a month out, depending on how large the channel is. So you can't just get excited once you see a big green bar or multiple green bars. It doesn't really matter in the overall context. So Tesla, still bullish long term. As long as we stay above the 210 level, there's a good chance for price to continue higher. But in the short term, we're just seeing a pullback. I mean, there's nothing else to say about it. I don't care. Most likely, we're not going to just stop right now and reverse. I mean, we can, but I don't see that right now. I'm not going to say we're going to do that until I see the price tell me otherwise. Right now, it's still, leaning more towards the opposite side of the channel. So that's all I have for Tesla this week. I'll give you guys an update most likely next week, Monday. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time. The Vee Trades technical analysis course is now live. Learn to read the chart the right way to prevent costly mistakes. Click the link below to start training now.